Hey guys, this is the last part 3 of my IIT JEE video. This is about my drop year. Like, how was my drop year like? What all was running in my head when I took the decision of taking drop? What all factors did I consider? How did I convince my parents? How did I prepare? Did I take coaching or not? Everything in this video. So, by the time of JEE Advanced, I was shattered with my performance because I knew it was my fault that I did not prepare well on time. I was full of guilt. Even before giving my JEE Advance, I was sure ki I'm definitely giving my another attempt because this is not my best. Not that I did not get selected into the college, because I was not at all satisfied with my performance. So I already had this in mind ki I am taking drop, but I did not express it to anybody. I didn't tell my parents also. So the advance exam happened. It did not go well. I just told my parents ki I want to take drop. Just give me one chance. They did not agree because I got a seat in my state college, which was a good seat, free seat. My CET exam went really well. I was getting a CS seat here locally. So they wanted me to take up that seat. They didn't want me to waste another year on JEE. But I was not at all ready to go there, because not because I didn't got my seat, because I did not perform to my best level. I didn't want any regret in my future कि यार एक chance ले लेनी चाहिए थी or something like that. I didn't want to take chance because I wanted to perform well, not for the result, because for my inner satisfaction I was not at all satisfied with my result. So this was the motto behind taking the drop. So somehow my parents agreed. My mother was skeptical. My father also was skeptical, but he supported me mostly. Then they agreed. I left all my seats, started my preparation again. So I just started with my preparation. By the way, I cleared my JEE this time with self-study only. I did not join any coaching or anything as such. I was clear that I needed practice more. I was clear with the concepts and all. I just did not practice. So I went ahead. देखती हूँ, मुझे इंटीग्रेशन का आई तक नहीं आता था. फिजिक्स तो पूछो ही मत. माई एंटायर फिजिक्स वॉज अ बैकलॉग. Coming to chemistry, I was good in organic. Few parts of physical, 11th ka physical chemistry was good. And that's it. I did not know anything from organic chemistry. I sat down, made a plan, and started executing it. I just wanted to clear my backlogs as soon as possible. I first concentrated on physics because it was huge syllabus. I started from kinematics and completed whole the way till modern physics and optics. It took me around 2 months because I entirely concentrated on physics only. Which means I used to touch maths, integration and all. I was confident in math कि मैं कर लूँगी. And organic usually doesn't take up too much time. It's like 20 days is more than enough to complete. Organic chemistry, I knew that because I have already studied it. So by the end of December or first or second week of January, by that time I was well versed with all the chapters, no backlogs. Backlogs chodo. I was clear with concepts. I did a hell lot of problem solving. I solved PYQs. I started giving mock tests also. So I was in a good condition. I prepared very well for my exam. Then again NTA enters, gives a notice that exams will be conducted in the month of April and May, and you will be given only 2 attempts. I was like, okay, chalo, I get time. It's a good thing, but मुझे डर था कि I lose my momentum somehow. But I managed. I just started solving more and more questions, and I was giving mock tests more. So I just kept revising my syllabus. कितना भी revise कर लो कम ही है JEE के लिए. I was scoring really good in my mock tests also. Good as in not 270s and all, but somewhere in the middle of 210, 220, 230 तक. If it was a difficult paper, somewhere around 195, 190. This used to be my score line, which is good, which can actually give you 99 percentile and above. So I was really confident and happy with my preparation and all. So finally the D-Day comes, April. 3-4 days away from the exams, I guess, NTA again comes and announces कि exams will be delayed by 2 months because of the CBSE board exams. इतना गुस्सा आया था मुझे कि what will I do, because I was losing my momentum. I took my drop in somewhere October. It's already April. 6 months passed and I'm just revising the same syllabus. It was boring. So I didn't lose my momentum. I continued my practice because करके दिखाना था मुझे. I had to prove everything. I mean everyone wrong who didn't believe in me because obviously. And exams were in July and August. There comes my first attempt. I was really good. I was confident enough in every possible way. So I went to the exam hall. My exam was on first day, first shift, 25th of July. July, I don't remember. Yeah, June, sorry. June, July, mains ka tha. August mein we had advance, sorry. It was 25th June, first day, first shift was my shift. I went to the center. I was really confident. कोई डर नहीं, कुछ नहीं. वरना तो मैं कांपती थी literally, like before year. I went to the exam hall. Exam was supposed to start at 9 o'clock sharp. It did not. I started panicking. It was 10 o'clock, still the exam didn't start. It was 11 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock, the exam started. Servers were down, systems were not working, display was terrible. I couldn't even see my timer on screen. Everything was black, on, off. There was some damn issue in my system, in my server. My questions, 23 questions or something, 13, 23, like 23 questions weren't displayed to me in the starting. I was like, bhai, ye kya ho raha hai? Like, who will expect this to happen after taking a whole drop year? I started crying. I informed to the people at the center. They did something with the system, and my system got back. 3 times the system just suddenly switched off by itself. I didn't know what happened and all. Somehow, but trust me, paper was so damn easy. I was almost solving everything from physics and chemistry. Maths was tough, I'll agree. I just could solve around 8 to 10 problems in math, that's it, because I focused entirely on physics and chemistry. From physics, I attempted 21, 22 questions. Chemistry though entirely 25 because it was chemistry obviously. Still, because I was confident with my paper, though all this drama mess happened during the exam. I was confident कि I attempted around 52 to 54 questions. कम से कम 220 तो छोड़ो, 190 तो आ जाएंगे, and 190 is really a good score to get 99 percentile in my shift. At 173 there was 99.2%. So 190 में तो क्या ही आ जाता मेरा rank. So this way I was confident. After the exam, all shifts were done. NTA released the key. I was checking my key. I was shocked to see my entire physics paper was blank. I didn't know what to do. Like, what is this? Because physics was the easiest in my shift, and I attempted most of the physics questions. I invested most of my time in physics, not in math. Chemistry, though it was doable, it takes less time. I didn't know. I was telling all the answers. I remembered, obviously I solved. It was matching with the key, but in my question paper there were not attempted, not answered. Entire physics paper was done. All the 30 questions I checked. Hardly two or three, I don't remember, out of which only 2 were correct. That was my situation. It was terrible. I was broken to see that, because though all the drama happened, I was confident कि हो जाएगा मेरा, I'll easily cross 99 this time. But I was shocked to see that. The result day comes. Another big shock actually. What is a surprise here? I'll attach my result here, you can check. My maths result is 95 percentile, where I only attempted 8 questions. My physics is also 95, whereas my question paper only had 2 questions. So obviously, technically, all my marks, whichever were left as per NTA, were from chemistry, because I attempted all the 25 questions, out of which 21 were correct. I scored entirely from chemistry only. It was around 112, 113 was the total according to the NTA. To see the result, I was shocked. My physics percentile was 95. My chemistry percentile was only 34. I mean, who the hell gets a 34 percentile in chemistry? It was a blunder by NTA. I did not know what to do. No, it was not just with me. It happened with many aspirants, but we did not get any justice or anything as such. I was like, नसीब ही खराब है मेरी. मैं बता रही हूँ, नसीब ही खराब है. I cried continuously for the next 3 days. Then I just told myself ki chodo, you have another attempt, you are well prepared, you will do it. Then again in the July attempt also, I had the first day first shift, same issue, same thing just got repeated, but this time it was not that worse. Exam was just delayed by 15 minutes or something, but we weren't given those kya bolte hain unne, rough sheets to solve. They wasted a half an hour, 20 minutes or something time. But this time paper was tough as in comparatively the first attempt was easier for me. Somehow maths का तो same ही level था. I attempted some 10 questions in math, chemistry में 20 something, physics this time 16 17 only. I didn't attempt 54 this time, I attempted around 46 47, I don't remember exactly. So I was disappointed only because वो उतना अच्छा गया था. This was not that well. I come home, check the key, 4 questions were again missing. 4 questions as in 16 marks. And 16 marks is a lot of marks when it comes to JEE. I was speechless. I checked the result, it comes around. Even my score in the second attempt was somewhere in 141, 142. That was my score. And I was expecting around 97 percentile as per the first attempt, but it just got even lesser. It was around something 96.01. That's just the border. I didn't know what to do. Exams were done, only advanced was left. I was not even sure of getting any NIT. It was just 96 percentile, and for a general category student it is less. I was hopeless. Everybody around me just kept telling me ki this is not your fault, you gave your best. I gave my best, but where's the result? This is not my fault, but I'll be the victim here, obviously. Some people to just kept taunting me, this is why you shouldn't take drops and all, and that's the worst that somebody could say me. I didn't know what to do, like kya karu? I was blank, just blank. After 2-3 days again, I did not waste any time this time. I was like, NIT nahi, IIT jaungi main. I was preparing for advance. Not this time, I started my advance preparation way back because my syllabus and revision were done. So I started preparing as in I was giving mock tests only and revising according to the advanced pattern. Days went, we had advanced exam on August 28th, Sunday. So I was preparing. I had 25 days in my hand. I was just revising, and then comes date. I just cannot forget this. August 21st, I guess it was a Sunday. I was at home preparing, studying, and suddenly in the evening I get fever. I feel really cold कि मुझे बैठा ही नहीं जा रहा था. Then next day I go to the hospital, got my blood test done, and the result says कि I was down with dengue. Dengue is normal fever only, not that deadly and all. Though it's something more, but I was like, okay, discharge हो जाऊंगी. My bad luck, my fortune, that I'm not able to revise in my last week, which is the most important week of course. But okay, I was saying myself कि इतना ही था तुम्हारा preparation का time. Prepare हो गए, जितना भी हो सकता था कर दिए बस. Now I'll give the exam directly. That was the thing going in my mind. I was admitted to the hospital on 22nd, I mean the next day, Monday evening ko. And my situation went worse within the next 3 days. Dengue as in your platelet count will fall, and like a human healthy body has around 4 lakhs platelets roughly, and the minimum 30,000 25,000 is considered least because like difference to hai na. And my platelet count went up till 10,000, and all the doctors were ki if I did not get blood transfusion done within the next 2 hours, it will even fall to 4,000 and 3,000, and it might affect my functioning of brain or any, like mostly they said brain. So this was the situation. It went really worse. I'll add my picture here, okay? So I was so weak that I was not even able to lift a water glass. I couldn't even go to the loo in the hospital all by myself. My parents used to come along with me. I didn't know what to do. I was expecting to get discharged and write my exam. I was not even in a position to hold a phone or a glass for that matter. Doctors were like, okay, it was advanced is an exam for 6 hours, right? I should sit in front of the system for 6 hours, solve, read the questions, solve it. That's advanced, that's not means it's gonna be difficult. They were like, it is impossible for her to get out of the bed right now. All my hopes, my dreams went into the ashes. My parents were utterly disappointed because this was the day I was waiting for. This was the day I was preparing for since my 7th grade. And what is this? I didn't even attend my JEE mains and advanced exam. I didn't write it. It was so difficult to digest ki I didn't write the exam. After JEE Advanced was done, I was still in the hospital only. I was there for 8 days, I guess. 8 days. I come home. हो गया सब कुछ. All my room was full with the books and all. I cried. I was not even in a position to hold my NCERT ka book. Even that was heavy to my hand. So guys, health is really important. Then I just understood कि NTA spoiled my mains. My health did not allow me to write advance. मेरा नसीब ही खराब है. But surprisingly, my mains ka rank was also around 40,000, where I was not supposed to get into the top NITs also. I was expecting some tier 2 NIT or something. My state exam went well this time also. So I was blank. After the year, I was in the same situation again. But I was happy this time, happier, because I have genuinely tried. I gave my 100% whatever I could give, and that was my motto. I didn't have any regret because I worked for it. The result is not in my hands, but I gave my best and I was really satisfied. Touch wood. And that was the scenario. I applied for the JOSA counseling. I wasn't hoping anything in the top NITs also. IIT to I mean, I didn't write advance. So thankfully, I got in seat in NIT Warangal, which is a big thing. Obviously, to my preparation, I was expecting a seat in CS or ECE, least ECE, in the top NITs. To be really honest, I did not have NITs in my mind. I wanted to go to a IIT. But to my percentile, getting a top NIT was only a big thing. So when the result came, I got a seat in NIT Calicut in the JOSA rounds, and then in the CSAB round, I got a seat in NIT Warangal, and that was the happiest moment of my life. You guys will not believe, because usi ke liye I have worked. From literally my 7th grade, I have been only studying for JEE, nothing else. So I was really happy. The lesson here is just that do your work, do not expect results, because it's not the result that makes you happy, but the work, the effort you put in, the journey makes you happy, not the result. It was just the biggest lesson, because even after getting 96 percentile or so, I was really happy. मुझ में ये guilt नहीं था that I had last year. I was really happy. I was really proud of myself that I took the decision. I showed the courage to take another year for myself. I convinced everybody around. I worked hard for it, and I made it. I can proudly say that I'm going to NIT Warangal this time. So yeah, this was my IT journey, and I learned everything from this journey only, because this is all I've done. And yeah, I hope you like my journey, you like my story. If you did, please do subscribe first, okay? And also share it with all the JEE aspirants you know. Comment down, please add a comment. It'll be really happy to read the comments. And yeah, that is it for this video.